There are those of you who are listening, we cannot debate your effort. Like, you're killing the game in terms of effort. What I've realized, studying the individuals that execute, at a high level, because execution is worship, one of the things that we have to do is we have to make a shift, because when you're naive, effort is your feelings, and you're thinking from a place of feelings.
Today's show is brought to you by Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, the green juice, solves the problem of juicing greens on the go. We all know that we need to get those fruits and greens and vegetables and all that in our diets, guys, and here's a quick and easy way to get it. You just add water, drink, and let your body soak up the benefits. Visit Organifi.com to learn more about an exciting offer for you, our podcast listeners. That's Organifi, Organifi.com.
I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
Hey, we gonna have to change my name for this podcast. It ain't nothing Bajan, nothing Caribbean. It's too doggone cold.
I know.
Let
that's
me just
right.
say that.
The snowman.
I'm the snowman this episode, y'all.
Where I'm
It's
from,
too
they
much.
call me Jeezy the snowman, no doubt.
Snowman.
Carl is up there in the frozen tundra. E is down here in Atlanta with me, although I haven't seen him. Still ain't seen him. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here, though.
You would think that we
I'm here.
near each other, we would have seen each other by now, but nope, we haven't, because my kids, we had
She live an hour away,
Atlanta,
y'all.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Atlanta, I know we had the Snowmageddon. What was that? 3, 4, no,
Couple years,
5
yeah.
years ago. Yeah, it was 5 years ago. Matter of fact, that was like 2 weeks after Trey was born. So January, like probably 10th or 14th or something like that. I remember because I was outside helping people get unstuck, and Trey was like a little infant. And so 5 years ago, we had the Snowmageddon. And let me tell you something. If they even say a flake could possibly fall, I'm serious. I'm not even trying to dog out the A, but like they shut down everything. We got to, like, you remember back in the day, like, I'm from Michigan, so when we had like school closures, they would like flash it across the bottom of the screen at like 7:45. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to they was waiting till the last minute to let you know if you had to go to school, and you had to look and see if your district was closed. And I remember, you'd be pissed. Every district in the world was closed except yours.
After you was fully dressed, though, and halfway out the crib.
No doubt.
That's when
But
they
that was
tell
still
your
the best.
school
You
was
didn't care as long
closed.
as you had to go to school. But I remember they would be like, Clayton County, Eaton County. We was in Ingham. They was like, look, Ingham County schools will remain open. We used to be like, I'm talking about 17 feet of snow, all ice. The bus will be there. You had your behind there. But let me tell you something. They shut down the whole city. We got a message from the school yesterday at 4:30 in the afternoon saying that the school was closed. Of course, that means I'm with the kids all day because I don't have a real job. And so no, I didn't get a chance to connect with E yet. I was daddy daycare all day, man. So
Plus, he live in Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? He live on the outskirts of
right. Yeah,
Georgia. He live in Tennessee now.
It's a little different up here. You know what I'm saying? The air,
I'm in
the weather's
Atlanta.
a little,
C
a
is
little
in
nicer up
Atlanta
here, okay?
at Tennessee.
Yeah, well, all the one-bedroom shacks haven't been moved to Tennessee. Okay, well, that's it.
That's it.
But yeah, no, man. So, but I did take the kids to the NFL experience, man, and that was.
Oh, you took Lil Mama too?
You said what?
You took Lil Mama too?
Yeah, that was a mistake. but I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I regretted it every second of it. I'm talking about from the moment we got out of the car. You know how kids carry me, and I'm like, no, just walk. She had a full-scale meltdown. So, and Avery, you see Avery, she ain't little. So I'm like, shoot, my arm about to break, had to carry her through the whole thing. The only time she turned up is when we got to the actual activities. Lil Mama was ready. I'll post something on our S2S podcast page. But yeah, no, it was fun, man. That thing, man, if you never had a chance to go If the
Yeah,
Super Bowl
please
is
go.
ever in your city, man, go
Yeah.
to the NFL Experience. It's one of the most incredible scenes you'll ever see. That place was humongous. It had to be. Oh man, I don't even want to guess how big it was, Carl. We were there for probably 2.5 hours and probably saw a third of it. That's how big it was. Yeah, it was huge. So I know E, you'll be down there on Thursday.
Yeah.
It's going down. So Carl, why don't you catch us up, and then E, let us know about your Super Bowl festivities, and yeah.
So far, Jordan's been home now since Friday. So CJ, you just explained Lansing. So you understand that you got school canceled 3 days in a row. Like it's real
no
up
doubt.
here.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, they don't cancel school like for real. Like Michigan State canceled today and tomorrow. So it's real.
It's already
yeah, that's what
canceled
I'm
for
saying.
tomorrow.
It's already canceled for tomorrow. So today, let me just put perspective. So Monday we had about 6-7 inches of snow. Continued to snow some today, but it was that I'm talking about dust snow the entire day, not like, I'm saying off for 30 minutes. I'm talking about from the time I got up, probably 7 o'clock that morning, till probably like 7:30 Monday. Like it snowed the whole day, but dust. So you don't even realize it's snowing, and then you look outside and it's like 7 inches. So they canceled school that day. Then Tuesday, they just like, it's too much going on, canceled. I'm talking about, so CJ, Jordan school told me Tuesday, morning, they canceling school Wednesday. Like, it's just way too much. So tomorrow, what's happening is the temperature's supposed to drop to some ungodly. So I just literally, I'm throwing out now. I literally just came back from outside. The E effect. We never talked about that on the podcast, but the E effect. E got people doing some crazy things. Somebody brought some paperwork, said that they got an opportunity with ET, and they had to drop the paperwork off today. I'm like, boom. It's 8 inches outside, and listen to what I'm saying. It is 5 degrees.
When you want to work as bad as you want to breathe,
bad as you want to
then
breathe.
you'll be successful.
Listen, what I tell you,
You're going
it's
to get
5
somebody
degrees.
killed with that foolishness, man. I hope you sign some waivers. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. 5 degrees outside. It said it feels like minus 14, and her car got stuck in front of E's house.
See that? But
Just
in front of my house, though, she wanted to breathe.
He ain't even there.
So she made it.
just
She
next
put
to
her like,
Hey, I'm here. Where you at?
Oh man! So I just went outside with my dad.
call
And
Carl.
good. Yeah, hey, the good thing was it wasn't stuck. It was like you got to know how to maneuver. You know what I'm saying, to get it out. We got it out in a couple minutes. But yeah, so tomorrow
Barbados left. You know what
the
I'm saying,
Barbados
Carl?
left. That's where the Barbados left work. This is exactly where it worked right here.
Thank God. Thank God.
But hey, so tomorrow, here's the challenge. So tomorrow the high is -1.
Oh yeah, what? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought you said the high was -1.
Yeah.
Don't
The
even
high
call
is
that a high.
-1.
You know what I'm saying? Just say the other low. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even be able to say high.
Bruh. So it's across. I talked to Jamal today. He said their high tomorrow is supposed to be -12. That's in Chicago. So they just shut
that
down.
wind there. They got that lake effect, that wind chill.
Yeah, so they just shutting down everything, man. It's just like it ain't plain cold. It's real cold. And that's not what it feels like. That's the temperature. Like right now it's saying 5, but it feels like -13.
And
So
who cares
it
what the
ain't-
actual temperature is? All we care is what it feels like.
It's just cold.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
That's
Why do
real.
they do that? Yeah. Why do they
that's,
do that?
that's
know.
when you walk outside and your skin just burn off, like literally, like burn.
Literally.
Yeah.
So, we'll be.
I hope y'all stocked up, man. Y'all got enough food.
Oh
and
yeah. We
shelter.
good. We good.
A good thing E ain't at the crib because you know his heat done went out by now. you know E.
Hey, don't play. E, why did my water heater go off this morning? It was. I mean,
No question.
praise God, it came back
No
on. Like I
question.
just shut that sucker off, but it came back on.
I
But I was like,
promise
oh
you,
yeah,
might
this is
want to
not
go
the
over
time.
to Saddlebrook and get the heat pumping in that joint because I never figured out why E and them stuff don't work. They ain't there for
They
6
never
months at
using
a
it.
time. So when they come back, E pissed because he tried to kick it on, and the furnace like, oh, we thought we was done.
They thought we was done.
But I
Literally.
could have swore you was gone. You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
man.
man. We'll keep you in prayer as we, like I said, it got down to like 36, 37 today, Carl. So we were.
Oh yeah, no, that's real for y'all. That's cold down there.
No, it was real. So we too are dealing with some weather. E, catch us up, man. What's going on?
Oh man, blessed, man. Living the blessed life, man. This is for real. I'm going in. Like I made up in my mind. My wife was like, I don't know if we should do that. I said, look, we doing everything. Whatever you want to do, whatever I want to do, we doing everything. So of course we start off with we're gonna be hitting a couple schools. Tomorrow we got 2 schools, which is Wednesday. Thursday we got 2 schools. And then, of course, Friday is the Super Bowl experience where I talk to a group of, high-performing elite high school football players and just really try to get them ready for college and, for that whole, for the next phase of their life. So super excited about that. And then, of course, mad shout out to my girl, Natara, with the Super Bowl experience. They bring me every year. I decided last year not to go. It was in Minneapolis. So I'm like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I got MS. You know what I'm saying? Bump that. I got MS. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't go to that. You know what I'm saying? So I hate I missed out. But like I said, we're here. And so then tomorrow after we finish with the two school, I'm meeting with Ant in the morning, just doing a little coaching. He's going to be coaching me. And then after that, Deion Sanders has his 30 for 30 premiere. So I'm going to be going to that event. And then, like I said, the next day we hit two schools. And then I've got two events. I've got two Super Bowl or former NFL player events from 7, I think, to 11. Or one of them 7 to 10. So I'm going to hit one for a couple minutes, the next one for the next couple minutes. And then, like you said, Friday, I got that. Saturday, bro, I got to go to San Antonio for a gig. So I fly in, same day, fly back. And then Didi and I are going to, I think it's Cardi B and Bruno Mars concert. And then, of course, Sunday is the Super Bowl. So we're gonna spread this thing out.
Wait, so Cardi B, when is the Cardi B concert?
Saturday night.
In Atlanta?
In Atlanta.
Oh, wow. Y'all going to see Cardi B? Tell us a little bit more. The people might be a little shocked. I know, but the people may not know that he is you know how I'm in the Beehive. He in the Cardi clique. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what's crazy?
I don't know what the Cardi one is called, but Cardi clique.
Yeah. But what's so crazy is
Cardi Coalition.
I didn't know. Didi loved Bruno Mars. So I didn't even know. Didi was like Bruno Mars.
I mean, who don't like Bruno Mars?
Oh, for sure. You got to, yeah.
Come on,
yeah. So I was like, whoa, Bruno Mars here. And then she was like, and your girl Cardi B. I was like, how Cardi B get on the same ticket as Bruno Mars? Oh no, they do songs together. Okay,
yeah. What you talking about?
Yeah.
Cardi is the clear and present example of living your truth, living your authentic self, and blowing up with exactly who you are. You know what I'm saying? And I told you, when I really start digging Cardi, is when I heard her say, I got a bag and fix my teeth. I'm like, yo, that's just real. You know what I'm saying? Like most people, they getting all kind of stuff done and they want to make it look like they just been, like she let it be known. Like, yo, and she let you know it wasn't cheap. I'm like, oh, okay. Like I said, you may not, all the messaging may not be exactly where you want it, but you talking about taste. Somebody living their authentic truth, boy. She doing it to the fullest. I'm talking about to the fullest extent. So, man, let me tell you, I, for one, am super excited to get the Cardi B update. You know what I'm saying? From E and Didi at the Cardi B concert. So,
I'll take pics.
That'll be live. You going backstage to meet her, or we just doing the regular civilian
No, we ain't going to
thing?
do all that. Well, I don't think we're going to do all that.
She said
it's late for me. The concert started at 9, see? It's late for me. If I can make it through the...
the concert starts at 9?
Yeah, it started at 9.
AM or PM? You know what I'm saying? you might have to drink about 7 Red Bulls and a couple 5-hour interviews, because I don't know how you going to stay up, bro. That's crazy. Well, hey.
I'm going to sleep on the plane from San Antonio, hopefully. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all ain't got no extra tickets for me and Candace, though, huh? They're just 2. You know what I'm saying?
I use your plug.
You said what?
I said, I use your plug, so I know you got the plug with my...
You used my plug and didn't even tell me?
Well, why would I tell you about your plug? You live in Atlanta.
I didn't know.
So I know you know
the concert
bro.
Here. Let me tell you something, bro. I got a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. I'm just trying to
That's the
keep
only
my
thing
head
that you
above
could
water.
keep up with, right?
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep my head above water. I ain't got time to be checking for the Cardi B concert with Avery pissed because I won't pick her up while she tired. I got you. Okay, got you. Well, Cardi B, we look forward to getting the intel on how the Cardi B concert went.
Yeah.
Are you going to the game or not?
Yeah, I'm going to the game, yeah.
Oh, okay. My plug, you use my plug for that too, or?
I use Jalen's plug, actually.
No doubt.
What plug was that?
Yeah, I have to use Jalen's plug for that one.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm living my blessed life too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just over here, daddy daycare. All right, cool. Well, man, Super Bowl festivities are fun. And I'm glad to see
for real.
everything's cool. We are.
Yeah, they come to your city like C say, make the sacrifice.
We will be hosting a very small Super Bowl party at the house. Just friends and close family.
Well, they gonna sit at in the one bedroom. See.
Well, we got a big TV in the one. The one thing we did get is we got the oversized TV that take up the whole wall in the one bedroom. So
everybody can sit on the bed.
and it might just be like my brother and sister-in-law. Like I'm not even on, that. But big shout out to my brother too, man. He was y'all seen the hookup, man. My brother was on NFL Network today. Super proud of him. He was interviewing on NFL Network. Of course, he's the athletic director down here for Metro Atlanta Boys and Girls Club, and they had him on, man, and he did a great job. He was on TV today, just killing it, being interviewed by the NFL Network people. So shout out to him, and a big shout out, man. Let me make sure, because I forgot last week. I got a friend, man, and this is why you keep good relationships in your life. I got a friend named Bruce. Of course, you guys know him. He goes to the church. But Bruce, man, just been my brother since like 6th, 7th grade. Solid dude. You talk about people coming through for you. So y'all know my pops had prostate surgeries, doing well. I should probably get that update, doing really well. Thank God. Keep him in your prayers. Of course, we just want to make sure that thing is all the way gone and everything's good. But Pops is down a little bit, and with all the snow that Carl was talking about, Bruce has been by my folks' crib probably like 5 times, bruh, and shoveled the driveway so my mom could get to work, shoveling the whole walkway, the steps, just everything, man. So big shout out to my brother Bruce, man. Love you. Yeah. Seriously, thank you. And let me tell you something. You know why I love Bruce? Never even called and said a word to me. Didn't send me a picture in the snow. You know what I'm saying? Like
I got
nothing,
it done
bro.
for you, see. I got it done for you.
Yeah, man, I'm saying just went by unsolicited, man. He knew my pops had surgery and looked out, man. So I do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Of course, he listens to the podcast, man. And just wanted to say publicly to everybody, man, thank you, man. Keep good people in your life, because that you don't even know how much that means. So shout out to Bruce, man. Good dude. All right. Are y'all aware of, and Carl, I'm not sure if you heard about this, but bruh, apparently, did you hear about the iPhone? Bro, I got to get your take on this. So apparently, there was a glitch that people found in the iPhone, right? And the glitch is, if you call somebody on FaceTime, you can make their phone pick up.
What?
So if you call somebody, so if I was to FaceTime you and say you don't answer, right? I can basically make your phone answer, and I can hear what's going on your phone.
Oh, no.
Audio and video, bruh.
Oh, no.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
So
wow.
listen, and I believe they already fixed it. And trust me, tons of people trying it and it was working, bruh. It is the craziest thing. So they basically say, if you start a FaceTime video call, right? So you're like, let me FaceTime Carl. While it's still ringing, if you swipe up from the bottom and click add person, and then add yourself, you'll be able to hear the microphone on the other device, even if the owner is nowhere by. Even if you're not even by your phone, you'll be able to hear what's going on. Literally like an intercom, you could tap into their phone.
Yeah, no.
And so they found out, though, so then everybody started going and like tripping, going crazy. And they found out the bug also sends video if you hit the power button to like deny the FaceTime call. Like if you hang up, like you see who's calling you and you deny it, and they do that same little trick, the video will actually go through.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, now tell me that's not the scariest thing.
That's all a mess. I'm just saying the fact that it could do that, like I don't even care about their mistake. The fact that it could do that, that's a mess.
Bro, I'm sitting here, bro, I am literally tripping like, yo, You mean to tell me? And you'll get caught red-handed. Somebody FaceTime you like, man, I hate when they FaceTime. Click. And then you just start talking junk. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my worst nightmare. I'm like, man, oh, bugaboo, always FaceTime, get off my phone, going crazy. And then all of a sudden, that person hearing and seeing everything you got going on. So I just thought I'd let people know. They said to turn your FaceTime. They said turn your FaceTime app off. I'm like, I have a strict no FaceTime policy with most people.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going. When's the last time I FaceTime you, bro? I'm just trying to.
If it's somebody's birthday with the kids saying happy
Maybe.
birthday or something.
And that was like, and I'm talking about when I did that, it was like, yo, I'm about to FaceTime you with the kids.
Right, yeah.
So anyway, I thought that was interesting, man. And Apple, man, nothing's sacred, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. Like all this. What do you think? Even Alexa, all of them. Like, I'm sure my brother and them got Alexa in the crib now, and it's like you could be having a regular conversation, like at regular volume. You don't even have to yell nothing. You like, hey Alexa, and she like, I'm right here. I've been here the whole time.
The whole time listening to you.
What you want to do? So I'm a little intimidated by that kind of stuff, man. But apparently,
hey, you know what kills me though? See, is did he watch the documentary the other day that was like cameras everywhere, bruh. Airbnb, cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
Hotels, cameras. And she watched the documentary. I'm talking about cameras. Bruh, you thinking you got the privacy, boy.
Oh,
and
yeah. But I told you, I got a love-hate relationship.
Me. I have no privacy.
But here go the thing, though. I don't need no privacy like that. I'm like, if it's going to help you catch the bad guys, if that's what you're looking for, go for it. Because if you want to get in on my phone calls with me and Pops, you know what I'm saying, chopping it up about how bad the Lions are, feel free. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, who are all these people? Like, the government is listening to our calls. I'm like, bro, what kind of business you talking about? If you ain't talking about moving keys across the interstate, or you not like coming up with some crazy plan, they can feel free to tap into me and E talking crazy about, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't a whole lot there, bro. So I do worry about the Alexa stuff because I don't know. It just feel like you got another human living with you. But at the end of the day, that's just the way this world is going. We can't fight it, man. We about to be, we probably going to have robots living in the crib. So everything is automated, everything is quick. But I thought that was crazy, man, when I saw the iPhone thing. So, yeah, iPhone, if you got an iPhone, download the new update. And that way they'll really be able to see what you're doing all day.
Right. With your camera off.
yeah, no doubt, man. Hey, shout out. I forgot to send it to y'all. But you ever had something crazy happen? Like, the other day, I picked the kids up from school. That's not crazy. I always do that. But we went to the grocery store, right? And I got Trey and Avery with me. We go to the grocery store, we go back by where the meat department is or whatever. And I hear like some singing, but I thought it was from the radio when I was far back. I'm like, they jamming in Publix. And I was like, as I got closer, I'm like, hold on. I'm like, dude is actually in there killing it. And I seen a dude, like a younger black dude in the back, and he was I'm talking about like straight Luther, y'all. Like, I'm not playing. Like, my man was going in. And I was like, you know me. I'm like, bro, come up here. You know me. I'm trying to figure out, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm about to sign you to ETA Records. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't something. I'm like, my man is a beast. So my man is in the back of the grocery store, like, just chopping meat, singing like an angel, dog. And I'm like, So I pull my phone out, of course, and I'm like, bruh, first of all, do you do this professionally? And you just like side hustling up here at Publix? And he was like, nah, bro. He's like, I just work here. I'm like, you got an Instagram, Facebook, anything? My man was like, nah, bro. He's like, I just chilling. I'm like, wow. So anyway, I recorded my man. I just sent y'all the video and y'all check it out. I'm about to post it on the S2S podcast page. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, follow us on S2S podcast. But when I tell you my man came, I'm about to play it over the phone. No, as a matter of fact, no. Go to the S2S podcast. I'm going to send it to y'all phones right now. But my man, whoever my man is, shout out to him. My man sings like an angel, and I was just like, yo, it's so much talent in this world. Like, my man is back there working in the meat department at Publix, which, no shade, great job, but I'm like, bruh, you really need to be like somewhere doing this professionally. So I just sent y'all the video. Y'all check it out. If you want to see it, man, go to the S2S podcast page and check my man out. And you know what I was about to do? It's like, for real. As a matter of fact, maybe y'all just watch it real quick when it come through. But I was about to, you know how like that kind of stuff go to Ellen and stuff like that?
Oh,
so I was going to tag Ellen. You know what I'm saying? So if you out there, you know Ellen. Matter of fact, everybody who sees it on the S2S podcast page, when you see it, comment underneath and at Ellen. I don't know my man. I don't even know his name for real. I don't have no business deal. I just was like, yo, let's get this young brother a shot. Cause man, he just came out of nowhere, man, and he sang incredibly. So yeah, I wanted y'all to check that out when you get a chance. All right, cool. Let's get started, man. E sent me a case study that he wanted to go over. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I'm gonna let the hip hop preacher go at it. So I'm gonna read the case study, and I figured this would lead us into a pretty decent discussion. All right. So and I read it, and I'm like, wow, let's go. So. Let me get my reading voice together. It's late, y'all. We're doing this podcast a lot later than we usually do. It's about, 8:30? What time is it? 8:30? 8:15, something like that. So it says, a high-performing sales rep is in charge of closing deals for some of the company's biggest clients. He has a team of 15 to 20 sales reps, and they were the highest performing team in the company. Life happened, and his son got sick. The company allowed him to take a leave of absence for 30 days. After 30 days, the sales rep returned, but neither he nor his team were performing the same. He put forth the same effort to continue to perform at a high level by coming to work early and staying late. He used his lunch hour to go and check on his son, who was now in a coma. Although the sales rep was there physically every day, mentally he was not at work. Despite his efforts, he wasn't performing at the level the company needed him to perform, and consequently, he was let go. All right, so E sent that to me. And E, how do you want me to do this? You want me to read the first question? You want me to read all three questions?
No, I don't think it's... No, see, you know, I sent it to you because I used 6 of those case studies or scenarios at the day 2 for the conference, you know, and, you know, I just been talking to a lot of people who are frustrated, you know, with their jobs, you know, and kind of frustrated with, you know, this whole idea of like, you know, they don't value me. And, you know, I just been studying execution. Like my thing for 2019 and, you know, even the courses we're going to offer is extreme execution, you know, because I have been saying for a while, execution is worship, you know, but I'm like, I've been saying it for a minute, but when we started doing the disc, and then, you know, when I started getting into it a little bit more in the other tests, I started realizing like, oh, okay, like there are specific qualities of executors. Like this isn't, you know what I'm saying? It's just not theory. Like it's real. There's certain characteristics you have, you know what I'm saying? And if you have them, the probability of you executing is greater. If you don't have them, it's not, you know? And so I'm talking to people and I'm like, yo, I hear what y'all saying, but you know, what you're saying is effort. You know, that's what you keep saying, you know, and I know there are books out about, you know, effort and we got to put forth effort. And I talk about 120%, you know, but at the end of the day, it's crazy, bro, because like, yo, my man was executing, you know what I'm saying? Like him and his team, they was doing it, you know, but then his son got sick and it's like, yo, is it fair? And I've talked to other people with different, you know, kind of situations. And it's like, yo, I'm responsible for, to whatever extent, you know, the success of this company. And there was a time where, you know what I'm saying, I was killing the game. And now it's kind of like, okay, well, I'm not killing the game now, you know, maybe because of circumstances, but I feel like, you know, for real, this company owed me, you know, and for me, I wrote the scenario because like I said, I heard a lot of people kind of in that same vein. And then it was an actual movie I saw. I do not remember it. I do not remember the movie, man. I feel
remember
bad
you
that I don't
telling me
remember
about that movie too.
Yeah.
Now that you just said it was a movie, I remember you telling me about that.
And I'm going to try to see if I can find it. Look on S2S, our Instagram, guys. I want to find it because I know that guy. played in a couple of movies, and I think I'll be able to find, a movie that he
What's
played
his
in. I
name?
think
Do you
he-
remember his name? I'll look it up.
I don't. I do remember he played in a movie with the president, and he played a movie with a president, like he was the saving the president. So all I know, is he played a president, but I don't. He was defending the president, but I don't remember his name. But I'm gonna look him up. But his son actually in the movie got sick, and I mean, just the weirdest thing. He was a top performer.
Yeah.
And he had to make this decision between, his son and, his job. Well, he didn't make the decision. They made a decision for him. So I really wanted to talk about that because I think there are a lot of people who are, for real, you're stuck because you're like, yo, this company ain't right. Like, for real, I've bent over backwards for this company. Like, I've contributed, I've done so much, and now a life experience has happened, a trial or a tribulation, whatever's happened in your life that's not allowing you to perform at the level that you were performing at before.
Mm-hmm.
And you can feel the difference in the job. Like, you can feel the tension, you can feel the stress. You know what I'm saying? You can feel it. So I just kind of want to talk about it, see, everybody can give me their perspective of what, do you feel like it's fair that somebody would fire a person like this? If so, why? And then let's talk to the person who's actually going through that transition and see if we can help that person going through that transition, make the adjustments necessary so they can continue to thrive.
Do I think it's fair? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, similar to what I said last week about the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they got robbed. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, all this Rams talk, we should be talking about Saints and Patriots in the Super Bowl, period. I should have been down there at the NFL Fan Experience, like looking at Drew Brees gear and, but the reality of the situation is it happened. So is it fair? I would say 100% no. But again, this is a cruel world, man. Like, I don't know if people understand, but like, and I have to remind myself because, one thing I love, about being an entrepreneur and doing the work we do is like, yo, I only got to work with the people I want to work with. You know what I mean? Like, we can choose to insulate ourselves around good people, good fathers, husbands, like that kind of thing. Like, we don't have to go do business with sharks per se, although we've, maybe ended up in a few situations where there were people trying to be sharky, whatever. But like, yo, the reality of the situation is most people looking to use you up and spit you out. And you are only as good to them as your last moment. If you have a bad moment tomorrow, most people are going to turn their back on you. Is it fair? Is it right? No. But is it a reality? Yes. So I would say, no, it's not fair, but it is real and it is life. And most people are not on, oh, well, you were a great guy and this is what you did for me before. Man, there's a, it's so crazy. I always say there's a reason cliches are cliches, but Janet Jackson said, what have you done for me lately? And that's most people, bruh. I promise you, you could have 100 fire speeches in a row, and make one bad speech. It's going to be people like, yo, whack. It's like, yo, my man put in 100 and one back, and like all the ain't, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, but is it fair? No, it's just the reality of the type of world we live in. And I think, you do a good job touching on it. But the reason they say nice guys finish last, it's not because they're nice, it's because I believe people are naive. And you think that because you looking at the world with these rose-colored glasses on, that there's not people out there that will chew your butt up and spit you out. And I'm talking about if you working in corporate America, if you working somewhere where that bottom line got to be hit and they got shareholders and all the rest of that stuff, let me tell you something. Much love to you and your son, but y'all got to go. And that's just the world we live in, man. I don't like it. I promise you. I wish we lived in a world where it was like, I don't know. Maybe it's like that in Europe, though, because they get like a year for maternity leave. They on another level. But all I know is from what I've experienced here in America, in the States.
Absolutely.
Bro,
absolutely.
If you're not putting up points, you as good as dead. And unfortunately, it's just a reality. So I would say, to answer your question, it's not fair, but it's definitely real.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, go for it, Carl.
Yeah, no. I was just gonna say, like, when you talk about this country, the word that comes to mind is capitalistic, and that defines it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the whole goal of this thing is to get more. You know what I'm saying? So the opportunity that you have right now, if you're not performing at it and you're not getting more in whatever capacity it is, then like C said, you're as good as your last hit. So when you talk business, man, it's so hard because, and I'm just echoing C's sentiment, but it's just so tough because for real, like you've poured into, my man poured into, did whatever. But the reality is, the flip side of it is a business has to thrive. You know what I'm saying? So you got to flip the coin. What do you do as a business that has to thrive? Like this person is not
everybody
performing.
Gonna be out of a job.
Well, that's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you
ain't gonna be the only one.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. But yeah, no. From that business perspective, I definitely can see, like, man, like, what do you do? Like, how loyal can you be to somebody that's not performing? And again, I'm not basing it on the last hit. You know what I'm saying? But you do have somebody that has been at one point in time producing. Think sports, like my man scoring, 3 touchdowns a game, and then you go through 6 months and he ain't scored nothing. Like
Hurts.
the pressure is on you.
If I was the, like you said, the capitalistic boss on the other side, I will say, and we compensated you for those touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Real talk.
Did you do it for free? Now, if you did it for free, now he owed me and you. You know what I'm saying? We did it for free. You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of loyalty. But if I was paying your butt, in all seriousness, if I'm paying you, it's transactional. And that's the way people look at the world.
That's the key word right there.
It's transactional. You were doing a great job. I paid you for that great job handsomely. You were doing a bad job. I didn't pay you. And that's just the world we live in. And again, not fair. I would love to live in a world where it was like, yo, take care of your kid, dog. We're going to pay you exactly what you were making when you left. And I don't care if it takes 5 years to get him back straight. Right. We're going to look out for you because of what you did on the back of this company. Now, that's probably what percentage, E? What percentage of bosses?
3%.
3%. That's what I'm saying. So unless you're working for like somebody with a heart of gold, I'm talking about just go, Warren Buffett maybe, I don't know. The chances are like, yo, you're only as good as your last hit. And trust me, I'm going through this situation. It's so funny. I promise you, man, sometimes we're on the same page and I think it's just because of, how we've been together so long. I got one of my homies and he does, he's in sales and he's literally going through this exact same thing right now. And it's so funny. And I didn't even really know how to respond to him because I didn't want to be like, it wasn't a time for tough love. But think about this, he's 41. He's built an entire lifestyle around this job. His wife doesn't work. His kids, they're in public school, but, they got basketball and all kind of stuff. They got a nice house and all of this stuff. And the climate has changed where he works. They've put some crazy, expectations on him in terms of what numbers he has to hit now and all kind of stuff that they've just changed the comp plan tremendously. And every month it's like, fighting tooth and nail to get there. And he's so worried about losing his job. And he calls me and he always talks about like, yo, I was here when this company was only 10 employees. And, for 5 straight years, I was number 1 in sales. I'm the reason we recruited all these other people. And I kind of was just playing the shoulder to cry on, type of role. Like, believe it or not, I'm not like, in my regular life, my friends are not always looking for me to be like solving all their problems per se. Sometimes they just want to vent. And I was letting them vent, but it was the exact same, God, blessed, and it's not the son being sick, but it is a similar situation in that he did so much for a company and now here they are almost, what they're doing to him is almost putting numbers on him that can't be hit. So he purposely can lose his job. You know what I mean? So it's like, he's been like barely scraping by, but he's like every month he's like, yo, this could be it, And so that's no way to live. But I'm like, wow, that just hit really close to home because I got a friend like that. And I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, this is the world we live in. Like, I wish it wasn't,
This is America.
But it is.
This is America.
This is
no
definitely
question.
America.
Yep.
And
So
your nice character and your holy rolling self did not create the rules. Okay, you playing within the game. So go for it. You make the point you was trying to make, but when you asked me when I read that,
I was just saying to your point. When you're naive, and you are the good person, and you are, like, for real, the effort, like, there are those of you who are listening, we cannot debate your effort. Like, you killing the game in terms of effort, but I think what I've realized, studying, the individuals that execute, at a high level, because execution is worship, what I realize is that, one of the things that we have to do is we have to make a shift, because when you're naive, effort is your feelings, and you're thinking from a place of feelings, like, yo, I did this, I did this, I did that. Whereas capitalism is dealing with, and executors are dealing with facts.
That's right.
It's like C said, bottom line. So two things I just said that I hope you would do is, the one, I would hope that you would change your lens, because I think I think what happens is, when you're a person of effort and you get your feelings involved and you feel like the company is not looking out for you the way you think the company should look out for you, whatever effort you were giving, you may start to lose some of that effort just because you feel like, yo, it's not what it used to be. It's not fair, and I would just caution that. And I'm definitely there. Like, that's who I am as a person. But the thing I had to realize was, okay, you got to change your lens, because they're not looking at it. The CEO cannot look at it like you look at it. He has to look at it. She has to look at it as, what's the bottom line? Like, if I have to pay salary, I have to have the money to be able to pay it. I can't pay what I don't have. And if this high performing salesperson isn't bringing in the $1 million clients that they're used to, even though I do feel it that their son, has, unfortunately had a tragedy, we're still losing those $1 million contracts, which means that there's a gap that's there. So your staff, everything you were doing, we don't have that anymore. So I would just say, for those of you who are on that side of it, just say, like, yo, for real, I'm gonna have to look at it from a different lens. I need to start looking at it as my boss looks at it, and not necessarily as he or she wants to look at it, but if they're running a business, how they have to look at it. Like Carl said, it's capitalistic society, so they have to look at it that way.
I think you touched on a topic that I'd like to, really, take some time to go through, E, because I think it was true for us coming into this. Maybe not you. I don't know. I'll speak for myself in that saying. I came into personal development. Now, mind you, I didn't even know what personal development was per se, right? Like, I had always been, speaking and mentoring and, in this lane and, kind of, I guess, been doing personal development. But again, when I met E, it became an actual career path or an opportunity or, whatever, to become an entrepreneur, build, businesses and, do whatever we're doing now, right? Like that, I didn't see that as a career path, but he kind of introduced me to it, and we made this into, I still don't even know what it is, but it is what it is. But we've had some success. But when I came into a field like personal development, E, and I'm just saying, like, so for instance, Candace works at GE, right? Like, that's just corporate. Like, nobody come in there thinking like, oh, this is about to be so great. But I came into, and I want everybody out there to hear me, because you're pissed because you're a good person and you don't understand. And so I came into personal development, E, thinking, yo, everybody in here is just trying to help people. Everybody's talking that talk. Everybody's faithful to their wives. Everybody's, talking about entrepreneurship and building businesses and looking out for one another and giving people good information. And they're having conferences and they're trying to help other people get to the next level. And boy, was I shocked when I found out that even in a field that is supposed to be about personal growth and helping people go to the next level, how many sharks there are, and not in a good way, right? Because I think you could be a shark in a good way. Like, I'm sure, like, Mark Cuban's probably a shrewd businessman and probably just gets it done. All things are fair, and I'm just using his name because he's on Shark Tank, and I just watched Shark Tank the other night. But I'm pretty sure you have businessmen and women who are just cutthroat, but in a good way, right? Like, they do everything above board, they make it happen. But there are some, let's call them dirty sharks, and they're dirty sharks in this lane that we're in, E, and we've dealt with them before. And I remember looking at E sometimes and going, yo, based on my man's Facebook and Instagram, I thought And it's like, yo, you get behind the curtain and it's like the Wizard of Oz. And it's like, yo, they're just not who they say they are. And I'm not saying we're perfect by any means, but I can honestly tell you there are perfect intentions here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't mean every, event we do is perfect and, oh, my name got messed up at the sign-in. We got flaws. There's no question. But there has never been one moment where we've had a staff meeting where E and I have talked, where Carl and I have been like, yo, let's hustle one person out of one single solitary penny. When we ask you to get in BU, it is because we feel like we've built a program and a product that would be of great value to you. Now, is every single person gonna come through BU and be like, oh, it's the greatest thing I've ever been in? Absolutely not. But we have perfect intentions when we build it. When we build our Game Changers platform, when we do anything we do, has always been above board. And I think you guys know that. You listen to this podcast and we let you into our lives enough for you guys to know who we really are. But I'm taking the long way home to say that if there are sharks in a field that is supposed to be on the up, if you will, and I air quotes around that. This is me being naive as a 23, 24-year-old who's trying to figure out the world and thinks that all people in this particular lane are, above board or whatever. But if there are sharks that will cut your head off and leave you for dead in this field, what you think is going on in your field while you're trying to be, a lawyer or a doctor or a nurse or corporate America or an accountant or
top sales associate,
whatever. You know what I mean? The list just goes on. And so the question I want to ask you, E, is, do nice guys finish last? When did you figure out this field was kind of packed with sharks and we had to put on our big boy pants and go to war too? And do you think that can harden you and take away some of who you are? And I guess overall, I want to know, and this is a lot of questions in a row, but I also want to know, what do you say to that nice person who, I know it's a dude right now listening to the podcast, like, yo, I got a girl, faithful, I'm a good dad, I ain't got no crazy, habits, I'm not just going crazy, out drinking, smoking, and ruining my life. Like, I'm just a good dude. And I'm getting passed up for promotions. People at work talking crazy about me. I'm going to church. I'm praying. I'm doing all of these things, and it's not working for me. But the guy next to me who committing adultery, going crazy, just a bad guy, stabbing people in the back, seems like he's having so much success. What do you say to that person? Have you ever been that person that had to overcome that? And how do you get them to that next level if they don't have that shark and they are a nice guy or nice, girl? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no question. Yeah, last guys do finish last if they're bringing their...
Well, last guys finish last. I was asking about nice guys. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to let
last
it go.
Last guys definitely finish last. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no question for that. So no. When you ask me, do nice guys finish last, I would have to say yes. Nice guys do finish last. And I think the problem, and I try to say it earlier, is that there's nothing wrong with being a nice guy if we're talking about a nice guy, arena. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking about, maybe see like being a big brother, big sisters, you being a Christian or something. Yeah, nice guys don't finish last when nice guys got home court advantage, when you're playing the nice guy game. But when you're playing business, you have to play business the way business is played, or you can't compete. So I think I said it earlier, but I mean it. Stop assuming the business world is full of people who have good intentions, and I'm going to say this because I know I talked about the whole shark thing, but I do want y'all to understand, because you can't get over emotional. All right. I think what happens sometimes is that there are people who just only know how to look out for their own interests. And when she talked about sharks, like, yeah, there are probably, different types of sharks. Like, he can't produce on his own. It is what it is. I don't care how, sweet dudes talk they are, but most dudes cannot produce on their own. Right. Most people need somebody else to be able to produce. They need to be able to. It's like what I said when I was in college, when I was in school period. When it came to writing, that just wasn't my thing. So I needed a rubric. You know, some people didn't do a rubric. They just took your paper and cheated off that joint. So I don't always look at it as evil people when I say sharks. It's just some people, they just can't produce on their own. So they have to steal your stuff. They have to take your stuff in order for them to be able, whatever. They're not trying to like hurt you or harm you. They just trying to survive.
No, 100%. I get it. I just know there's people out there and they listening and they hurt because they being left behind. You know what I'm saying? Like they not feeling that. So yeah, no question, man. We could go on forever because I was actually thinking while you was talking and I was like, yo, let me get this other thing out. Don't stop using you got sharked as an excuse for your softness too. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a gorilla talking now. So, you know what I mean? Be careful. But I know people, they have unrealistic expectations of other people. And you got to stop doing that, man. People expect more out of you than they expect out of themselves, and it's crazy. And you got to stop doing that. Everybody's not a shark. You know what I'm saying? And you can't use your lack of execution as an excuse to say, well, they a shark and they ain't doing. No. Sometimes you're just not getting it done at the level you should be getting it done. You're not putting in the work. You're not putting in the effort. You're not executing on the level you should be. And that's why you're losing. Not because you got sharked. Okay? Like I just want to throw that disclaimer out there. And maybe we can use a whole other podcast to discuss that. But man, people are quick to blame other people for their missteps, for their misfortunes, and well, you wasn't perfect and no, sometimes you just not executing on the level. And as long as you keep looking everywhere else but in the mirror, you're going to keep being broke, you're going to keep being hurt, you're going to keep struggling. And yeah, it's just a matter, the fact of the matter, and I hate to go gorilla, but it's in my nature. The other thing that's in my nature, you know what I'm saying?
All through your nature. I'm talking about all through it.
Listen, the Superfood Green Juice Powder that the entire crew, the entire clique, my whole family, Pops is up on the Organifi heavy right now. Listen, man, everybody's in our inner circle, man, we turned them onto it and they love it, all right? The Superfood Green Juice Powder. Where else can you get, man, just a ton of the world's best vegetables all in one sip, okay? Just crack the packet open, pour it in your water, shake it up, let's go. Man, they have a ton of great products, and that's what we're using, guys. And so, of course, with this podcast, man, we bring it to you, sponsored by Organifi every week. They've been a great partner for us. They continue to be a great partner for us, and they provide a quality product, man, which is why we try to introduce you guys to it. Sean Stevenson, our resident health expert, which we got to get Sean back on soon and discuss these Jamaica bodies. We probably should have did this in December to get ready. But Organifi, man, is what we are using, and E doesn't really use. You can't get E to do anything, and he loves the Organifi as well, man. So we want you to rock with it as well. You can get 20% off, all right, using our promo code SUCCESS. That's ORGANIFI.com, Organifi.com. Use the promo code SUCCESS, man. Get 20% off and tell us how you like it, all right? Write in, send us an email, put a comment on the Instagram, tell us how you like the. Like I said, the green juice is my favorite. We got people use the red, the gold. I know Jalen likes the gold a lot, E. He really rocks with that in the nighttime joint, kind of help you relax. But I prefer the green, man. I do the green 2-3 times a day, and it's great. So shout out to Organifi. Shout out to Breathe University. Carl, my bad, real quick, while E is, on that coaching thing, on that accountability thing, man. Shout out to everybody in the program first and foremost. I don't ever want y'all to think we don't appreciate y'all. We got some, phenomenal people, man. I ran into somebody at the NFL Experience today who was like, yo, I'm BU. Just got in, man, signed up, heard the podcast, man. So welcome to the family, breatheuniversity.com. If you tired of living the same life, man, if you tired of not having the inner circle, if you tired of not, having access to, quality folks doing quality things, man, join us at breatheuniversity.com. And I can't tell the promo code because he's on with us now, but listen to the last podcast for the promo code if it's still up. And yeah, Carl, go for it. What you got?
Oh, no, I was going to tell you, I was cutting you off with the Organifi. I just actually ordered y'all. There's a new variation to that yellow joint they got. And it's supposed to be like a hot chocolate kind of joint that you can do at night. So that should be coming to y'all in a couple of days. So.
Not at that.
Organifi is growing, E. They ain't staying at the green juice.
BreatheUniversity.com. Check us out. Also, Game Changers for all my aspiring speakers. Go to eta.com/Game Changers if you want to learn how to be a professionally paid speaker. All right. All right. So I got a little bit of bone to pick with y'all. You know, I know I'm never right. You know, I'm usually wrong. But, so I just saw something come across on my text message. I just saw something come across on my text message that says, well, first of all, I let y'all live because I saw this story before and I was like, yo, I should probably kill them about that. But I don't know if Carl saw it or not. But the other day, it appears that Kyrie Irving apologized to LeBron.
Yes, I did see
for
that.
not being a great teammate and being a young
yes, I did see
knucklehead. Because if anybody who's listening to this podcast, you know I'm a LeBron fan, but these guys said it's something wrong with LeBron and don't nobody want to play with him and you got to take responsibility for the fact. And I said Kyrie was being the baby in the situation. And these guys didn't quite think so. But the other day, Kyrie said, yo, I had to call LeBron and personally apologize because I'm playing with these young pups now and they just don't get it. So that's not even why y'all owe me an apology. I just got a text from somebody saying, and it's from Rick Bucher, all right, NBA beat writer, Kyrie open to rejoining LeBron. It says sources close to the Celtics say Kyrie is genuinely interested in reuniting with LeBron. That just broke tonight. This is Tuesday evening. That's breaking news. You guys will know all about it by the time you hear it Thursday. But I just wanted to do a Nana Boo Boo. Told you so to y'all.
Hey, just add Davis to the Lakers and Kyrie, and we could have a real NBA again.
Yeah.
I sent it to Josh. Josh was like, yo, I'm done with the NBA. It's like AAU.
Oh, no
you know
doubt.
what I'm saying? It's like an AAU team.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, y'all want to go play in LA? Cool, I'll see y'all over there. It's just, it is getting out of hand with the super teams. And then you got teams like the Pistons.
Kyrie got to go over there.
Oh, yeah, no. No. LeBron started this wave. Now, I will say that.
Oh, for sure.
LeBron introduced the league to you ain't got to play where they say you playing. You can just play wherever you want. LeBron started that. Listen to how powerful. Let me tell y'all something. The league has almost become comical. And I mean, y'all know I love LeBron. Y'all know Anthony Davis's agent is Rich Paul, which is
Rich Paul.
LeBron's
Absolutely.
best friend.
That's
I'm like, how does
joke,
this
bro.
work? You know what I'm saying?
It's a joke.
No, the NBA said they investigated.
Well, what are they going to find? They're going to find
What
out
you
that
gonna
LeBron
find,
is the commissioner of the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It's crazy. But I thought that was interesting, though. I did think that was interesting that Kyrie...
Yeah, but to your point, see, about, like, playing the game, so LeBron has made himself... You know, he's like, okay, since you guys get to trade whoever you want when you want, now as players, I'm going to get...
Oh, yeah, no. I get it. Yep. No, he's a 1,000% right. I think I don't know, man. I think what I really think is they need to cut about half the teams, let it be 16 teams, and let it just be all the greatest athletes in the world for real, and just let them go crazy. Because right now it's like, bruh, we know it's the Warriors. If the Lakers get it's the Warriors, the Lakers, and like throw the Celtics in if you just want to like, you know, entertain yourself.
Toronto,
the Raptors maybe. It's four teams that could possibly win, dog. Like the rest of the 28 teams or whatever it is have literally no shot at winning it. You know what I'm saying? Like even like you like the 5th seed, you got no shot.
They're all on the West.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well, except the Raptors. Shout out to the Raptors. Kawhi got them boys balling, but they tend to, I guess it's the Drake effect. They tend to fizzle out there in the playoff. But yeah, no. So I just thought that was interesting, though. I did think that was interesting that Kyrie said, yo, LeBron, my bad, bro. I was dumb. You was right. I didn't want to listen. And I think he was like specifically talking about like, yo, I wanted to be the man. And he's seeing with the young guys there, like, yo, they want to be the man. And it's like, wow.
Yeah, give me the ball.
Yep. So self-assessed, bro. Better late than never. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have to say that. You know what I mean? Like, he definitely didn't have to say that. And to say he called LeBron and apologized is even bigger.
If you go to L.A. and Davis go to L.A., we got L.A. Warriors. We got a match.
Yeah,
got some real
we'll see.
basketball
But
again.
then KD gonna leave the Warriors and go to the Knicks or something. So I don't know. Stay tuned. That's our PTI segment of the podcast. What are y'all? What are we looking like on time? I feel like it's late.
No, I've been in trouble.
So just wear it out. How long we been on, Carl?
Mike thinks it's an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, no, but we had it.
We had
some of that will be
there.
omitted. We had a technical difficulty, as you may or may not have heard. So y'all want to do one Ask ET, or how should we handle
He already
this?
in trouble. Let's just get one in.
Okay, this was an interesting one that came in from Nikki in Tucson, Arizona. She's a BU member. Hey, Nikki, shout out to you. Hey, E, I have a question. My husband and I are recently married and things are going great. However, I approached him about joining our bank accounts together, and he insisted that we keep them separate. I was shocked by his reaction and haven't said anything since. I'm really trying to figure out if I'm in the wrong for assuming that we would join our bank accounts once we got married, or is he in the wrong for being so adamantly against it? Do you and your wife have a joint account? I really just need some advice before I bring it back up to him.
Yeah, we do. But I need to know some more information. Are you blowing the money? You know what I'm saying? Just for real, again, this goes back to my interpretation of, my Christian experience. And the Bible says, and the two became one. So for me, I just think it's always
did he read that scripture? Because Dee seemed like at first she was trying to keep her stuff separate.
Actually, she did, because she was, like my man, adamantly against, bringing it together, because she kind of felt like, I'm the mature one financially. But I don't know if I ever said this.
For sure, she wanted them separate when we quit our jobs to do YouTube. For sure.
Your name can't go nowhere near hers.
But no, early in our marriage, we had some tension about it. And oddly enough, we watched a movie called The Good Luck Club. It's the craziest thing. I don't know how we watched it.
Is it the Joy Luck Club or the Good Luck Club?
Maybe. No. Is it the Joy Luck Club?
I don't know. I've heard I don't know. It's late, bro. Is it the Joy Luck Club or the Good Luck Club?
It was a depiction of maybe 5 or 6 Asian families just kind of going through their lives. That was.
No, that was Crazy Rich Asians. You tripping.
Oh, okay.
I ain't seen that either. You know what I'm saying? Candace was watching it the other night.
So, but I'm just saying, in the scene, they went through that exact same thing. And somehow...
I just Googled the Joy Luck Club, and it looked like some Asians on there. So
I was right. He said the Good Luck Club. You know what I'm saying?
Nikki gonna need good luck, so maybe that's why.
Hey, last guys finished last, okay? You know what I'm saying? Last guys finished last. Hey, I finally Carl don't even text me, ask me the title to the podcast. Last guys finished last.
Finished last. There it is.
Period. Yeah. Yes, no, back to her question. I always thought it was really odd when couples got married, though, Ian had like separate bank. Because I'm like, what does that mean? Like, if she in a pinch and y'all go out to eat, you get the steak and she got to eat, you know what I'm saying? Like a little small appetizer. And you like, boo, you should have managed your money better.
Right.
Like, I'm saying practically, though. I don't know how that, you know what I mean? Like,
that's how it works, though. Yeah, it does work like that.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So, but no. I don't think you should. If you're married, I don't think that you should be acting as, college roommates with separate, whatever. But I do think.
But I did hear somebody say, like, if you, like, some people who get married later in life end up like, yo, you just keep yours over there, I keep mine over here.
I guess, even with that, though, I guess Beyonce and, somebody like Jay-Z, what difference do it make if you got separate accounts? I just feel like still the oneness of doing things together. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Beyonce and Jay-Z has separate accounts, but I'm just saying if they did, wouldn't nobody really be tripping because everybody's got their own. But I just think it's a unity thing. Like everything we do, we should be, you know what I'm saying? It should be together. We should be, it's not like you got one part of the house and I got one part of the house. So I just think we should do everything together. But if you're trifling and you're not doing what you're supposed to do financially, I do think you need to address that and not just say our money should be together.
And if I could be a Monday morning quarterback, y'all probably should have had this discussion before marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just my one, you know what I'm saying? Just like that might have been something. Y'all didn't have E.T. and Didi for premarital counseling.
To keep it real.
Don't let a good time, a romantic time mess up.
Exactly. I'm just saying, man. Those are questions you kind of want to ask yourself before you jump the broom. hey, what you plan on doing with this bread? I just, like, Carl, you feel me? Just practically.
Oh, for sure.
I never
yeah.
understood what that meant. Like, if she can't make her car note that month, you like, hey.
You're not going to
you
pay.
just looking
yeah.
out the window at it getting repo, like, you need a loan? You know what I'm saying? I'll spot you. When you get your check back, I need my money back.
I'm going to need a 5% on every
Straight
one.
up. Ain't charging interest? Oh, no. Shout out to my man Elijah. Elijah, the only one I know probably had that going on. I'm teasing. Elijah, my dude. Elijah just be on that interest. Like, look, I'm like, Elijah, that's your mom. He's like, look, I'm a businessman first. No, man. Shout out to Nikki, man. Y'all work through that. Y'all join them bank accounts, man. Shoot. Hey, so I guess that means the prenup is all the way out the equation. Oh, any announcements? Oh, Jamaica. Oh, real quick. I said Jamaica Body every time. Jamaica Body update, please.
Ain't none updates up here. It's too cold for me to think about that. I need the blubber right now. I need all the blubber I can get right now. Up here.
Carl packing on weight. Oh, like a little squirrel. Just blued up for the winter. E, I know E. Oh, I know E. You've been going in, bruh. You've been going in.
I'm going in. See, my wife told me I haven't been snoring. One night, I'm not going to lie. See, I forgot what happened. But you know how, we traveling, bro. So we got into Cincinnati, I think, about 11:40. We landed, another 20-something mile ride. So I think I grabbed, I don't remember what I grabbed. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't like over the board, but it was.
It wasn't that hood fish spot we went to in Cincinnati, was it?
Oh, I went. See,
we was off in the trap. Me and E was off in the trap. We almost got shot trying to get that chicken.
Alabama. It was Alabama.
Alabama fish. That's the name of it. Oh, okay, you wasn't at Alabama fish, were you?
I had grabbed something. I don't remember what it was. I ain't gonna lie. He was like, turn over to your right. You're snoring. I turn over to my right. Whatever reason, when I turn over to my right, I don't snore, period. But yeah, man, got up this morning, did the hour incline board with the walk, and then I ran for 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Then did some like.
But you had my man, the professional trainer, on that, had you on that hit. That hit.
On that hit, bro. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, I did it too.
What'd you say happened to your hamstrings when you was on that hit? Let me tell you how bad E hamstrings was hurting. He sent me a voice note to tell me how bad his hamstrings was hurting. Bro, a solo voice note was just like, "Hey, see, I'm on this hit and I burnt my hamstring. All right, I'm out." Like what?
I'm just saying. Whoever walks like that.
You never need that. At no point am I going to need to do this full extension walk. Man, real quick, Super Bowl prediction and scores. We see who right when we come on the podcast. I'll go first. I got a couple rules in life. Never bet against Belichick
Never bet
and
against
Brady.
Tom
So
Brady.
the Patriots, I'm going to go Patriots 30 in a close one. 31-27. 31-27 New England Patriots.
I got the Patriots 27-21.
Okay, a little lower score.
Okay, 27-21.
Yeah.
So I'm saying Rams 27-21.
Okay, all right, there it is. We'll mark it down and we'll see who was right. He getting Hollywood now. He's friends with all these guys now. See, that's one good thing about me and Carl being the ugly stepchildren. Is we don't have no relationships to protect, so I dog you out. If you sorry, I'm calling you sorry. He like personal mentoring half the league, so he got to pick his words, even though he said he gonna die. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna die before they hear him dogging him out. Hey, shout out to Reggie Bush. He the first one to call E. Reggie walked up on E, was like, "Yo, I heard that video. You said I wasn't sweet." Dog, I died laughing. He was like, "Yeah, no doubt." I will give my boy E credit for that. E did not back down. He said, "Yup, you absolutely right. I did." And but yeah, no, people. Hey, we got people listening now, man. So, man, I appreciate y'all bearing with us. This was a little longer, man. But hey, when the discussion flowing, we just let it go. Excited about this weekend. Should be fun. E, I guess I'll see you in a day or two.
Yeah. I'm gonna get me a bus ticket out to Tennessee.
Well, hey, it's cheap. Airfare's cheaper. Okay. All right, cool, man. Love y'all. We'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity